Welcome to the Royal Peace Show. I'm your host, Royal Peace, where I believe health is a new goal, water is life, and God is above all. I emphasize the importance of mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. All right, so today episode is about soft life or safe life. So before I start, I seen this on YouTube, and she said that the soft life is not a safe life. Soft life is not a safe life. And I'm asking, soft life or safe life? You know, so which one do you think you're gonna pick? Is soft life the same thing as safe life? Or is it different? So today episode is still going on with the hustle hangover. It's hustle hangover episode number 3 with soft life or safe life. So uh watch this and then we're gonna kick the show up with glorifying God. You know how we do it. So let's listen.
Is not always a safe life. And when I thought about just the idea of what we need to do to like wake up, to have an epiphany, to have a revelation, to become more self aware, to become more self actualized, I thought about, well, what is in the zeitgeist? What are people talking about? People talking about the soft life. And I got to tell you that I thought long and hard about, well, what really is the soft life? And I wanted to ask our crew, Connecting Relationships for Epic Wins, what do you think the soft life is? Are you living the soft life? Do you feel like you're where you want to be? Do you feel relaxed all the time? Do you feel like you've escaped this hard life, if you will? Because I think to a certain degree, we kind of got it twisted because there's a lot of conversation about living the soft life. We got it twisted and we thought, okay, soft life means that we don't have to show up. Soft life means that we can escape hard things. But I'm here to tell you that many of us, girls, boys, men, and women, we're built sometimes to do hard things. We're built to have resilience. We're wired to show up and show out. But it requires us to really go inward before we actually go outward. And that's really, when you think about it, the first chapter of my book, Courageous Conversations Connect, is about radical self-care and action, but it's also have had about having a courageous conversation with yourself first. And if you're actually doing that, if you're putting the work in to have that conversation, maybe, just maybe, it requires you to think a little bit deeper about what the soft life looks like. What does it really look like in your life? How has it really shown up? And I want to submit to you that it may be that your peace that you're seeking is not in that soft life. It may be that your peace that you're seeking is internally within yourself when you've decided to make a declaration and to operate differently. And it may surprise you to think about how you need to operate differently. Are you setting up standards for yourself? Are you setting up boundaries for yourself? Are you having harder conversations that allow people to understand, quite frankly, that you're not to be trifled with or seen as invisible or not valued, that you believe in yourself and then you want to have healthier relationships? All that requires harder conversations. It doesn't necessarily require softness. And I thought about this idea of like atrophy. And Morgan and I actually were talking about this the other day. What does emotional and mental and spiritual and physical atrophy look like? Because I can tell you that if you don't use it, you lose it. Think about if you're not working out. Think about if you're not working those physical muscles or you're not working those emotional muscles. But we're going to just focus on physical right now. If you're not working physical muscles, and when I was actually working with a trainer, one of the things that she taught me, shout out to Jillian, she taught me that like, if I didn't use it, then I would lose it. She also taught me that I would have to get my reps in. And in order to get your reps in, that allows you to build those muscles. And so that was, quite frankly, hard work because I kind of was starting from ground zero. And how many of us actually say we're going to do something and then we don't do it? We fall short. We check out. We call ourselves escaping, and we don't want to deal with the struggle. Well, again, what I learned in the physical realm is if you don't get your reps in, if you don't actually put the work in, if you actually don't show up and show out time after time after time after time, then you're not going to get the results that you want. And then oftentimes we tend to blame other people because we didn't get the results that we wanted when we never showed up in the first place to do the work. And so why I say the soft life is not necessarily the safe life, and we've got to redefine what that looks like, is because technically we're hardwired to not just survive, but to thrive. I'm going to say that again. We are literally hardwired not just to survive, but to thrive. But it requires, in order to thrive, us to really put that work in, us to actually do the work, quite frankly, that God has called us to do in order to show up and show out. And, I do understand why we tend to not show up for ourselves. But have you, and I'm going to ask this to some of you that are on, Charla is on. Thank you for joining the show. There's a couple of other folks that are on. Tanya's on.
So there you hear her. She says, soft life, it's not a hard life. It's not a safe life. Soft life is not a safe life. What do you think? You think soft life's a safe life? We all want to cuddle. We all don't want to, go on vacations and drive the best of cars. And we want to do all that. We want to do all that. Is that hard to do? So, welcome back, family, to the Royal Peace Show, episode 3 of the Hustle Hangover, Soft Life or Safe Life. I'm your host, Royal P. This is where we discuss purpose, healing, and the truth behind the trend. If you are turning every week, thank you for growing with me. If this is your first time, welcome home. This is where real talk means real healing. Before we start, you already know we begin with the word. So today's scripture is coming from the book of Psalm 37:7. Says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not worry when people succeed in their ways. That's a reminder that peace isn't found in the pace of life. It's found in the presence of God. I'm going to say that again. That reminds us that peace isn't found in the pace of life, but in the presence of the Almighty Jehovah Jireh. So Heavenly Father, I tell you thank you for this hour, for this moment. I tell you thank you for this space. Thank you for every listener searching the balance between working hard and resting soft. Teach us how to slow down without losing direction. Give us peace that's not performance, but purpose. In Christ Jesus' name, Lord and Savior, I pray. So, soft life trend. The soft life trend. So what is soft life? That's the first we got to define what is soft life. Soft life is a lifestyle focused on comfort, peace, realization, no stress, reprioritizing well-being over constant productivity and hustle culture. It involves intentionally choosing life, self-care, health, setting healthy boundaries, and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Through it is something also associated with luxury and material comfort. The concept game, mainstream media, we see stuff on TV, we want it. We see the nice little clothes on Shawty. Oh, damn, I want that for my girl. She might look bad in that too. Mainstream social media attention, We shake our yansh, we take our clothes off, we go on there and face our lip, whatever we have to do, want that attention from people. But the funny thing is we want that attention. We ask for that attention. And then when we get it, we cry about it. Why you showing me too much attention? I would say something to you, but when you say it back to me, I say, leave me alone. I feel offended. Nah, that's not how it works. You can't go out here, out your way, and say something to somebody, hurt somebody's feelings, or whatever it is, because now this generation is so soft now, everything hurt everybody's feelings. The way you talk to them hurt their feelings. The way you walk away from them hurt their feelings. Anything you do these days, somebody's feelings will get hurt. Right? So if you know that, and you say something to somebody, you know what it said, what goes around comes around. So if you're going to hurt somebody, say something to somebody, just know it's going to come back to you. Now, when it come back to you, you act like you're the victim. Nah, you're not the victim. You started it. That's what the Bible said. Judge not, that you may not be judged. Because the same measure you use, the same measure will be, given back to you. So we can be out here being reckless and think that everything is gravy, everything is good, right? Because we want to live the soft life. Because we want the luxuries. We want all the best things in life that life can give us. A lot of times we get all this big old house, we better stay in it. We get the car, we better drive it because we're working so hard to pay for the car. But we like it though. We like the look of it. Sometimes we get a girlfriend, just the idea of a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, just the idea of a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Or we get a car just because we want to impress our friends. And we say we're living a soft life. We show up on social media all dressed up, looking out, go on vacation, everything. Like everything's good. People see us, and we wonder why people asking for money in Africa or other places, because that's how we present ourselves. I'm not saying don't do that, but when people perceive you as what you put out, why are you getting mad for? Why are you pushing back? Like a lot of famous people, that's this movie. I don't know if you know what it was, Behind the Gate. And I was with at the church, and he was there, and everybody bum rushing. But he wasn't in the mood of taking pictures. That's how sometimes we be. We want all that when it's convenient for us. But when it's not, nah, bro, pull back, chill, don't do that. This is not how life works, right? So soft life associated with luxuries, with material comfort, the concept gain mainstream attention through social media trend, but has a root in the rejection of burnout and desire for a more balanced life. We have a desire for more balanced life, but we put ourselves in that predicament that we can't see it. It's far from us. So the term safe life is not commonly used, but could be interpreted as a symbol for soft life, implying a life that is soft, a life that is safe, a life free from struggle or danger. That's what that is. So everywhere you look, people are talking about the soft life. Like she said, everybody wants a soft life. Everybody talking about a soft life. Everybody making a soft life a trend. Everybody want to go on vacation. Sometimes we swap our last credit card, max our credit card just to go on vacation, and because we don't want to look like we don't got it. Or you work so much, people think you got money, and when you ready, don't. So everybody's talking about the safe life, the soft life. So I ask again, is soft life a safe life? Everybody want to cuddle, go on vacation, self-care, no stress, no struggle. Sound good. It sound real good. And family, listen, I love it. I love it for you. I love it for y'all. But let's be real. After years of glorifying grind culture, hustle culture, it's good to see people want peace. But later, I have been asking myself, are we really living soft? or just playing safe? Are we really living soft, or we just playing it safe? Ask yourself that. Are you really living the soft life, or just playing it safe? Because real softness isn't about running from your responsibility. It's about having peace while you handle your business. It's not about running from your responsibility. It's about having that peace of mind, that calm spirit while handling your business, while still hustling, but not being burned out. You know, you cannot bubble bath your way out of spiritual burnout. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot bubble bath, your way out of spiritual burnout. You cannot achieve peace if you are unwilling to be comfortable with your pain. That one touched my heart myself. You cannot achieve peace if you are unwilling. You cannot achieve peace. You cannot achieve anything in this world if you are unwilling to confront your peace, your pain, your struggles, your past. You cannot. That one speaks to me as well, because I always talk about I want peace. I always talk about I'm looking for my peace. I always talk about don't come here because this is a safe space for me. But I have to realize that I cannot achieve any of those things if I'm unwilling to face the comfort, that thing I'm running from. Because we can run, but we can't hide. So I'm going to say that again. You cannot achieve peace if you are unwilling to confront your pain. So how does soft life become safe? Many of us claim we wanted peace, but in reality, we were seeking protection. We left toxic environment, and that was good. But then we stopped showing up for new opportunities. How you gonna leave a toxic environment that you call toxic, but you stop showing up? You stop being yourself. They had new opportunity, you stop showing up for that. You stop showing up for new opportunities. You stop showing up for yourself. You let yourself go. But you say you call that peace. Somewhere between healing and hailing, we build comfort zone that feel like peace, but act like prison. If any of you been in prison or work in prison, you know how it is. It look like peace. You get up in the morning, you don't have to go to work. You can take a shower when you want to. You can go back to sleep, you know what I'm saying? It look like peace, but is it peace? Think about it. You wake up in the morning, that's a time you have to wake up. That's a time you have to eat. That's a time somebody's had to tell you to go to bed. There is certain things you can buy, you cannot buy. There's a limit to how much you can spend. When you walk in, somewhere you have to walk in a single line. You have to sleep on the bed they give you. You have to, the clothes they give you, it's the same clothes like everybody else. No flashy chain, you know what I'm saying? No, none of that. No pants down your waist. So we see that as peace, but it's like prison. When you out here in the world, you go wherever you want. You drive, you don't want to go, you stay. It might be like peace because you don't have to worry about work. You don't have to worry about that. People out in the world, you call them, hey man, put money in my books. They put money in your books. So we got to be real about those things. We say we want peace. Somewhere between the line of healing, hating, and that peace we say we want so much. and we built the comfort zone, you know, that feel like peace. It feel like we're safe. It feel like we're living our soft life. But act like it's prison. So let's be real. Sometimes your peace is too quiet because it's fear disguised as calm. We stop chasing our goal because we said we are protecting our energy. But God didn't call us to shrink. Didn't call us to shrink to nobody's expectation of us. Didn't call us to shrink to nobody's words of us. My man Lil Wayne said it last time he checked. Words is still cheap. You know, opinion is like a-hole. We all have one. So somebody's opinion of you or what they think of you should not be your reality. Somebody can call you a cheater. That doesn't mean you are, and that shouldn't be your reality. Somebody can call you racist. Somebody can call you slut. Somebody can call you a hoe. Somebody can call you a player. Somebody can call you soft. Somebody can call you all type of names to make that self feel good. Because that's all that is. I'm calling you names. I don't like you just to make myself feel good. Just to tell myself I'm good. But when we get that back, oh, whoa, chill. Nah, ain't no chill now. You know, in this life, we give the energy that we get back. Sometimes we go to work and our face all tired and our energy all crazy and dull and wonder why everything around us is dull. But when your energy is upbeat, it's uplifted. I don't care what's going around you. You good. So somewhere between healing and hiding, we build comfort zone that feel like peace, but act like prison. You know, we gotta be real. We gotta be true to ourselves. We gotta start lying to ourselves. You know what lies is? Every time you tell one lie, you have to cover it up with another lie. You know, and sometimes we tell somebody the truth that believe in lies so much, they don't believe you no more. Because you lie so much now when you tell them the truth, they still think you lie. Or some people been hurt so much that you can be so transparent with them and tell them the truth and tell them what it is. Like, hey, this is what it is. This is what I'm willing to give you. This is what I'm willing to do. But they think they can change you. So they act up. They think that's going to change you. No. You changing me is me wanting to change. No matter what you do, if I don't want to change, I'm not going to change. And if I'm changing because of you and because you say I should change, and you disappoint me, I'm going to hate you. I'm not going to like you. I'm going to despise everything about you. So I have to change for the better. So sometimes our peace is too quiet because it's fear disguised as calm. We start chasing our goals because we said we are protecting our energy. But I don't know who needs to hear this. God didn't call us to shrink. He called us to move wisely. Remember what Psalm 37 says, be still before the Lord. That means wait with faith, not high in fear. So the soft life equals safe life, of easy life. There's nothing wrong with wanting a soft life. But even in softness, there's structure, there's strategy, there's discipline, there's a path. Even, even rest have a responsibility. Even to rest your mind, to rest your body, have a responsibility. You know, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ had a soft spirit, but he still carried a cross. Why? Because of us. Because all the wrong we did in this world. He gave us a choice, and we took that choice to do wrong. So the soft spirit he still had to carry that cross. You can have boundaries and ambition. You can have rest and raise. The key is alignment, not avoidance. Sometimes God will test your peace by putting you back in motion, because peace isn't provided in the pause. It's provided in the pressure. It's not provided in the pause, but the pressure. The question isn't, can you rest? Yes, you can. It's, can you trust God enough to move again? Can you trust God enough to start that business you stop doing? Can you trust God enough to give your heart to somebody else, to be loved and to love again? Can you trust God enough to trust somebody else? Can you trust God enough to wake up and chase that dream, that goal, that ambition you once had? Can you trust God enough to be able to move again, to be able to pray again, to be able to love again and be loved again, to be able to take care of those that curse you behind your back? That's the question. It's not, can you rest? Yes, you can. You know, sometimes we go to bed, we sleep, and we wake up tired. Yes, you are sleeping, but your mind is everywhere. You are not resting because you don't trust God enough to give you, to provide for you what you ask for, what you've been asking for, what you want in this world, in this life. So that's why our mind wonder, oh, my bills this, my problem this, and this and that this. So the question is, can you trust God enough to move again? No, to start that business, to go back to work, to help those you once used to help, that you said don't deserve it. Can you trust God enough? That's a question for you. So, what walking in real peace look like? So let's shift gear for a second. A soft life should be rooted in a strong spirit. A peaceful life should still be made bold move. You should still live a peaceful life, but make a bold move. Take a chance. Jump. You know, take that leap of faith. You can still be peaceful, but still make a bold move. If your peace costs you your purpose, that's not peace. That's hiding. You play hide and seek with your purpose. You play hide and seek with your future. And when you have kids, you play hide and seek with their future. You play hide and seek with your marriage, your relationship with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends. Because if your peace, if you're so invested in want to be peaceful or peace of mind, and it costs you what is dear to you, it costs you your family, it costs you your true, genuine friends, it costs you your living. That is not peace, my brother and sister. My kings and queens, that is not peace. That is hiding, that is hidden. Because real peace gives you courage to move again, courage to love again, courage to sing again, courage to write again, courage to study again, courage to do whatever you wanted to do that you stopped doing. That is good. You know, that's what real peace is. It's give you that courage to get out here and want to grind, want to work, and want that future. And want to make sure that your kids don't struggle like you did. Make sure that your marriage work. Make sure that your friendship with that person that invested in you work. Make sure that you stop doing all the things that you know is wrong in God's eyes. You know, when I talk about the book of Romans 7, when Paul says, I know what is good, but yet I don't do what is good. That's what true peace gives you, to do what is right when you know what is right. Doesn't matter what it's going to cost you. Because the Bible said, if you try to save your life, you're going to lose it. So soft life is rooted in a strong life. A peaceful life, you still have to make a bold move. And if your peace costs you purpose, if your peace costs your purpose in life, your purpose that God had for you, that God made you, your purpose, your dreams, your goal, your aspirations, that is not peace, my kings and queens. Because real peace gives you courage and not cautions. So this week, ask yourself, am I resting or am I retrieving? Because God peace does not make you passive. It does not make us passive. It does not make us soft. It makes you powerful beyond any measure. Calm, but confident. Still, but steady. That's what God peace. You know, we try to find our peace without God. And we call that peace. No, that is not peace. Because if that peace does not make you powerful and it does not make you confident while still being calm, and it does not make you steady while being still, that is not from God. And that peace is not worth your time. It's not worth you losing your family, your marriage, your kids. It's not worth losing your career over it. It's not worth losing a true friend, because a lot of fake friends around here these days. A lot of fake friends that when you tell them the truth, they get in that feelings. They cut off on you. They don't want to talk to you. They go behind your back and talk to your other friends. That's not a true friend. A true friend is willing to take the truth and tell the truth. Don't matter if it's hurt, if it feel like you got stabbed in the chest. I'd rather look at me and stab me in the chest with the truth than smile in my face and stab me in the back with the same knife. Because you don't want to lose our friendship. You worry about a friendship so much, you lead me in the wrong direction. You worry about showing face so much, you kick some beautiful people out your life. You do some things unethical because you want to show face. So remember, God peace does not make you passive. It make you powerful beyond any measure. It make you calm while being confident. It make you still while being steady. Heavenly Father, thank you for reminding us that peace isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Help us live in softness but boldness. Remove the fears that keep us from stepping into our purpose, into the promise that you give us, that you said we will have. We don't want to be like some of the Israelites. When you told them to go and fight, they questioned because they were bigger. They had more soldiers than them. But they forgot that you were bigger than anything. The word is your stepping stone. So why be afraid? You did not give her the power to be fearful. You give her the power to be bold, confident, steady, and powerful beyond any measure. So replace fake calm with absolute confidence. Let our rest be holy, and God be our guide. Protect us, keep us safe, and keep us sound. Show us that way and teach us that path, and lead us in the path of righteousness for your name's sake. Let the word of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be accepted in thy sight, Lord. In Christ Jesus, and Lord and Savior, I pray. So, family, that was episode 3 of the Hustle Hangover on the Royal P Show. I'm your host, Royal P. And remember, peace does not mean pause, and soft does not mean safe. If this speaks to your spirit, share it with someone who's been hiding behind comfort and calling it peace. Subscribe, like, and follow on YouTube, and come back next week for another True Talk with Purpose. Until next time, keep it real, keep it raw, and always keep it royal. Remember, health is a new goal. Water is life, and God is above all. This month is Mental Health Month. Check on your family. Check on your friends. Check on your brother. Check on your uncle, cousin, nephew, father. Every male figure in your life, check on them. Ex-boyfriend, new boyfriend, ex-husband, new husband. No, work husband, bosses, and everything in between. Tell them you miss them. You're thinking about them. Hope they are well, and God bless them. Tell them, because this time is one of the hardest times. This holiday season, one of the hardest times in a man's life. It's when a lot of men, especially that fought in the war, that fought some battle that you cannot understand. That when they look around, they see kids playing, but that kids were taken away. They see people hugging, kissing, but the person they genuinely love is no more. So check on those people and make sure that mental is right. Tell them, like the song said, celebrate me now. Throw a party for me now. Give me a flower now. Don't do it when I'm dead. Don't do it when I'm gone. Don't tell me I was a great guy when I'm not here no more. Tell me now. Don't tell me you miss me when I'm gone. I'm not going to hear it. Tell me now. Don't tell somebody you love them when it's gone. Tell them now. Don't tell them what kind of great guy they are. Tell them now. Go to your daddy, hug him, kiss him. Tell him how great of a man he is, even if he's a deadbeat, even if he ain't doing nothing for you. That right there could be the things that gonna prick his heart. And he gonna be the best father that he can be, the best friend that they could be, the best boyfriend, the best husband, the best co-worker, the best boss that they could be, just by that words of encouragement. So thank you once more for tuning in. This is my time on the Royal P Show. Until next time. So tune in next week or sometime this week for double standards in life, relationship, culture, ethnic background. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're thinking. Let's be the best we can be together. This word is ours to share, and we are just renting. We cannot do everything by ourselves. We need each other. We need the male figure in our life as much as we need the female figure in our life. But this month is about the men. It's about that mental status. It's about that mental health. So please, and don't forget, this holiday season, there's going to be a lot of kids that will not have this basic necessity that they're going to need. You know, open a foundation in my two beautiful kids. Jazz Trade Foundation, Empire Foundation. You know, I have to help and protect. So that is the topic today. You know, if you feel froggy and you want to donate to the show, you can donate on Cash App, a DJ Royal P, or the GoFundMe page for the beautiful kids that is bound in Liberia that don't have parents. That those people that are taking care of those 30 to 50 kids, that they can be able to provide for them this holiday season. Put a smile on their face. Make them feel like every other kids that will have present under the tree. And celebrate God. We all know Christmas is not God's real birthday. But it's a holiday to be with family and friends. Enjoy the basic thing of life. So do the needful. And whatever you can donate will go a long way. We'll save a life. We'll put a smile on a child's face. So thank you once more for tuning in, and hope you come back next time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm your host, Royal P, saying God bless you, God love you, and so do I. Have a great and productive day.